New videos every day. Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
So thank you for tuning in today. My name is Meera Hoffman, and I have a question. So have you ever heard of somebody getting their stomach pumped before? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I'm going to talk a little bit about that and what the hospitals use to help treat people that are very, very sick or possibly have an overdose. So when you get your stomach pumped, it's much like you think. You're having all the fluids and any contents in your stomach being pumped out of you. In addition, you're having stuff pumped back into your stomach. And one of those substances is called activated charcoal. Now, activated charcoal is something that you can get not only in a hospital environment, a medical setting, but you can also get it at any natural health food store or even online. It has thousands of wonderful properties, and it's so great because basically what activated charcoal does is it binds to any substances that you want to make inert or inactivate and draw out of your body. So let's say that you're really sick and you're not feeling well, maybe you have a viral infection or a bacterial infection. You can internally take activated charcoal to help pull out those substances and help your body recover more quickly. You can also apply it topically, which is really great for any types of stings, or maybe you have a small infection on your leg. You can apply this on that area to help pull and draw out those toxins. So with activated charcoal, one of the biggest applications that I've used it for personally is for spider bites. So every year I love to go camping, and me and my friends go out into the woods, and you never know what you're gonna find, if it's gonna be spiders or snakes, or even one time we saw a centipede. So any stings and stuff, as long as they're not life-threatening, of course if they're life-threatening you're going to go into the town and get medical help, you can use this to help treat those areas. So I'm gonna show you how to mix up activated charcoal. And if you look, you just see this like black powdery substance. And it's very lightweight. And when I put it in here, you're gonna kind of see a cloud of dust kind of come up. So it's just tiny, tiny little particles. With a topical application of activated charcoal, you're gonna mix 2 parts of the activated charcoal with 1 part of a binder. So what I like to use is ground flaxseed. If you're in a pinch, you can use a little bit of oil. Basically what that helps do is it helps the consistency for application. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding water just so you can see what it looks like if we don't have that binder to help emulsify the activated charcoal. So here I've added it in, and I'm mixing it around. You can kind of see the dust coming up. And then it's kind of hard to see, but it's just all crumbly. You could definitely add a little bit more water. So I'm adding a little bit more water just so you can see the consistency of this. The charcoal doesn't really mix with the water. It'll kind of settle out. So I'm kind of just mixing it up. Oh, it looks crazy, I know. But in order to get it pasty, so it's not just like this drippy syrup, you want to add some organic flaxseed is what we have here. And this is ground flaxseed, so the oils and the fiber in the flaxseed are helping bind the activated charcoal to the water. And so the proportions for this is 2 to 3 parts activated charcoal to 1 part of your binder, so that's the ground flaxseed here, and then mixing with enough water to get a nice consistent paste. So you can see as I add it, it's totally changing the consistency there. We're getting a little bit more of a jelly paste there. Keep on mixing that up. And voila, you have the paste that you're gonna apply. So with the application of the activated charcoal to an external either bite or sting, you wanna do a couple things. One is activated charcoal will dye your skin. Those little tiny powdery black particles are going to stay on there, and some of them will kind of you can wash away, but you may notice a little bit of residual darkness, and that's totally okay. If you're going to apply the activated charcoal as a poultice topically, you're going to want to do a couple things. So one is just know that the activated charcoal may leave a little bit of residue, and that's totally okay. Eventually it'll wash off, but just be prepared that you may have a little bit of darkness on the area that you applied it to. If you're applying it to more of an open wound, you don't want to do that directly, because that's going to create a lot of work to try and get those activated charcoal particles rinsed off. So what I would recommend is either getting a coffee filter works really well, or even a paper towel that you can put it in, and then you can set it on top of that area. If you're working with a spider bite per se, I always like to trace that area with a permanent marker and then apply the poultice. And what that helps you do is track and make sure that you're making progress. So if the redness and swelling in that area is getting smaller, you're doing the right thing. If it's getting bigger, you need to change the poultice more frequently and or apply it more, just more surface area to make sure that you're covering all those bases. You can leave the poultice on for upwards to an hour or two. If you have something that's more acute, I would say change it more frequently, so every 30 to 45 minutes. If you're taking it internally, what you would do is you would mix a little bit, like 1 tablespoon of the activated charcoal with a glass of water, and just mix it up so it's nice and cloudy, and then you can drink it down. And again, just be prepared, because it is a dark substance, that your stool may look a little bit darker, so don't freak out and think, oh my gosh, I'm dying. It's totally natural. If you put it in, it has to come out. So. And as it's working internally, it's helping pull out all those substances that you're trying to get rid of. So if you're sick and you have an infection, or you have a flu, virus infection, this can be a really good way to help treat that naturally. Since activated charcoal is sort of a ubiquitous binder, it will bind to anything. You don't want to take this right after you've taken any medication. So if you're looking to take any cough syrup or any medicine to help treat some of the symptoms that you have experiencing with your flu, wait a couple hours before you take that activated charcoal to help make sure that that has time to really get into your system. So again, activated charcoal has numerous uses. It's a great alternative if you don't like using some of the over-the-counter products for treating the flu or for treating bites or stings. This is a great alternative for you. And if you have any questions, let us know. Leave a comment below. We're happy to answer it. If you have any trouble finding activated charcoal, I got mine from a local herb shop, but any natural grocery store will have them. Sometimes they even come in little capsules, so if you're planning on taking it internally, that's a little bit more convenient, because then you're not having to drink down this slurry that will leave like black lines in your teeth. And then you can also order it online as another way to source this product. So leave us a comment if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and like it, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Psychetruth. We'd love to share more informational videos with you so you can help support and empower yourself to take wellness into your own hands. And if you want to find out more about me, my name is Meera Hoffman, and you can check out my website at meerahoffman.com. Thank you.